Yuba County is rich in history, and a number of local museums, libraries, and cemeteries are wonderful keepers of this history. But one local business has made it its mission to do the same. Its own location is 100 years old this year, and the business is celebrating its 80th year in business and its 70th year in Yuba County. Equally important as the museums, the library, and the local cemeteries, this business is an incredible steward of historical documentation. Helders Photography is Yuba County's 2018 champion.
Welcome to Helders Photography. We are here celebrating 70 years in Marysville this year. My grandparents actually started our business in 1938 in Seattle, Washington. When I was growing up, I would come into work with my dad on Saturdays. Maybe I'd go see a movie because we were right next to the State Theater, so that was awesome. Then we bought this house in 1980 in April. When I graduated from high school, I started working here part-time. And then I went to Yuba College and got a degree in small business management. And I was thinking about going on to photography school. My dad encouraged me that, well, you can go to school or you can stay here and learn, and I can teach you, and then the rest is history.
Tragedy struck the Helders in 1992. Vanessa's father passed away at the very young age of 47. Vanessa, at only 26 years old, was left to manage the business and carry on the family heritage.
I've always loved the time that we had together. I got to work with him for 9 years before he passed away, and he taught me so much about life, about everything. And you know, when he passed away, I not only lost my business partner, I lost my best friend, my dad. It was a tough year. Too young for both of us. He was preparing me before I ever knew. I wish I would have listened to him a little bit more. It's like, wait, Dad, I wasn't listening on that one, you know? I'm third generation, and what my grandparents started so long ago, and that I'm able to continue that I love it. It's not just my career, it's my life.
I have been going to Helders for 51 years. This is what your grandfather did, Mr. Helder. And this was our first thing we ever did with the Helders. It was our engagement pictures. We went from Mr. Helder to Jan Helder. From there, Vanessa came on the scene. And when I walked in, I went, uh-oh, a high school girl. And then she took these of my two kids at different times when they graduated from high school. We had 7 grandchildren and 6 adults. And you can see how they're growing up. It's just amazing how you remember things because of pictures.
Each client is different, and each family is different. The more we get to know them, the better rapport that we have, and I feel that we get better photography because we know the people. We've had a very fun life of Cotton and Flying U Rodeo and his wife Karen, and we got to do anniversary portraits for them today.
There's camera people and there's camera people, but there's only one Vanessa Helder. My golly, she's the Cadillac camera person of the whole world. She's number one.
Cotton's my favorite cowboy. My grandparents started our business 80 years ago in 1938. Back then, everybody would get in their Sunday best, go down to the photographer, have a studio portrait taken. Now, it is evolved into doing more outdoor pictures because back then you couldn't take your equipment outside. So I get to go to people's locations, whether it be their house, their farms, the creek that they go to, versus just coming to the studio and doing a portrait.
I think one of the main reasons why I'm so glad that our family has stuck with Helders for 3 generations or even more, they capture the true moment. And it doesn't matter what part of your life, whether it's senior portraits or wedding or just family photos, they make sure that it's the best that it can be. My favorite thing about Vanessa is the way she can get you to smile. I mean, she'll crack jokes or do whatever it takes to get the perfect smile out of you.
The amazing thing is I get to create a piece of artwork of a family that's going to hang in their home. And creating something, and it's like, oh, that's great, and turn this way, and just perfecting this image to be the best that it can be. The archives, to me, that we have are people's lives. They're the history of families. When one person calls and says, Vanessa, do you have this? Or reconnecting a wedding with somebody 50 years later, and that one connection to me is worth, this is why I keep these, this is why, I hang on to this, because it is so important to the people in those pictures or their family. We've also had people where their homes have burnt down, and we've been able to replace every picture that we've ever done for them. As you can see, photography isn't just my career, it's my passion and my life. My clients become my friends and my family. Family is the most important part of my life. Being honored with this award, Yuba County champion, is, I'm gonna cry. I do what I love to do, and I couldn't imagine doing anything else. And to be honored for that it's simply amazing.
Congratulations, Helders Photography, for receiving the 2018 champion of Yuba County designation.